Today I am giving a speech about presentation aids. This speech is to be informative. Today I'm going to present you with some information. I'm going to discuss two types of presentation aids and ways one can use the presentation aids. Presentation aids have many purposes, and it is up to the speaker or writer to choose how they want to use them. Presentation aids are used every day. Does anyone know how many different types of presentation aids there are?
14.
The actual number is 10. There are various types within those 10 that make the amount unlimited. Presentation aids are used to help the audience understand the information being presented. The first type of presentation aid I'm going to discuss are actual objects. According to the Challenge of Effective Speaking by Verteber, and Snellnow, an actual object is a sample or real-life item that one can touch, see, and smell. The first object that I'm going to show is a plate. This plate is an actual object that you can hold, see, and touch. The next object that I'm going to show is a perfume bottle. This perfume bottle is also called an actual object, and you can see it, you can touch it, and you can smell it. The plate and perfume bottle are similar because you can hold them, you can feel them, turn them around, and smell them. They are different because they are different in shape and purpose. The plate is similar to the bottle because they are both glass and breakable. These two items are similar in that they both will hold something. The plate will hold food and other items, and the bottle holds perfume. The plate is different than the bottle because of its shape and purpose. The purpose of the plate is to put something on it or to eat from it. The plate is flat and will not roll off of a table or a counter. The bottle is smaller, round, and the intended purpose is to hold perfume and look pretty. However, it will roll if not laying on its upright position. So if it's laying down, it will roll off a counter, which will be broken. One would show these types of presentation aids to show the actual size, shape, and weight of an object, to show the purpose of the object. These are real-life objects that one can hold and inspect. Another way to show these two objects would be to take a photograph of them to show as presentation aids. The next presentation aids are photographs. According to the Challenge of Effective Speaking by Verteber, and Snellnow, photographs are an exact replication of something or someone, but are flat and one-dimensional. Here is a photo of a beach in Punta Cana. The next photo that I'm going to show today is a photo from a magazine, and it shows two models in sundresses to wear in Punta Cana. Both of these photos are of something or someone. One of these photos was taken by me and was printed out on photo paper. The other photo was taken by a professional and was printed for a magazine. These two presentation aids are similar because they represent a flat dimensional object. One can hold and touch both photos. You can share them and show them to many people. These presentation aids are different due to their purpose. The purpose of the beach photo is for personal pleasure and is printed on plain paper. It is also used to create a memory or remember a memory or an occasion or a vacation. The purpose of the model photo is for advertising and selling purposes. The effect of these models is to show how the dresses look on each person and advertises the cost of the item in the photo. The reasons one would use photos as presentation aids is when they could not bring the actual object to the meeting or to put it into written work where a photo is the only option. It would be pretty hard to bring a beach to a meeting, or a model for that matter, using the two photos that I have here today. The beach would be a pretty hard thing to bring to a meeting, as the photo would be the option to choose. So the photo would be the option to choose. One could bring the model to the meeting, but if she were not available, the photo would represent what the speaker was explaining. The item in the description of the item in the photo, as well as a pattern of the dress on the model, how it would look if you wanted to buy it and wear it to the beach in Punta Cana. Both items would work well in any written work to get the point across that the writer was trying to explain. Presentation aids help the speaker or writer explain something that may be hard to explain in words, or is just easier to help the audience or reader understand. There are different presentation aids to use and different reasons to use those aids. Today I explained two different types of presentation aids and two examples of each of those aids. One being the plate versus the perfume bottle. There are different purposes and methods for use. And the other, the photographs, one being a personal picture taken of a beach in Punta Cana, and the other one of a magazine ad showing some dresses for sale on two models. I just focused on two types of presentation aids. Now you know there are differences even among the same types of presentation aids. There are different reasons to use those aids. You can use whatever aid makes sense to you and will help your reader understand what point you are trying to make in your speech. As discussed earlier, there are many more presentation aids available. Some of the other presentation aids not discussed are models. Models being three-dimensional models, like a scale of a building that's supposed to be 10 feet tall might be 10 inches tall. Drawings, illustrations in color books and in storybooks. Diagrams, maps that people use every day to get from point A to point B. Charts, and graphs. Each presentation aid has a purpose, and it is up to the speaker or writer to choose the best option to fit his or her purpose so the audience can understand to the fullest extent. Thank you. Did I squeeze